I don't know. Should we do voting at the beginning of the tournament or at the end? I was hoping for the end. Also, am I audible? I'm trying something new with the mic that should hopefully allow me to be heard over the sound. Game is a bit loud? Okay. So I'm using a compressor filter. Let's see. Output gain. How about that? Alright, is that better? Good? Alright, sweet. Interesting. I'm gonna have to mess with this and see if I can get it to work. Because when I rewatch the streams, the bite your kneecaps. Oh, nice. Somebody's getting kneecaps bitten. As always, we're gonna be starting off with Inferno, and I'm gonna wait until we reach however many people. Should have a few more levels in the playlist this time. I'm gonna mess with the filters in the meantime. Threshold, huh? Ratio 10:1. I see, that doesn't do what I thought it would. I will fix that later. Someone tried to sign up today. Well, it was past the deadline today anyway. I'm just going to wait until everybody... The password is going to be posted in one of the Discord chats for the teams. So if you're signed up on the Discord and you have a team role, use this link below. If you're in that Discord, then that means you have, or at least should have, had access to the team chats. And I posted the password in there. That's how everybody else is getting in. Alright, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, and then whoever we have, we have. And then we'll just go ahead and get started. I think I got all the car submission images actually mute, so you don't have to worry about that. Back to Borderlands then. Nice. I think there's a few new realms. There's a few. I'm gonna say we're voting art after, so you can just head back at the end of the stream if that's what you're here to watch. And we should be getting started by around then. What are the perks for Acceleracers? I haven't really decided yet. I was gonna get started on that after we finish modeling the first car, and then figure out where we were at. I guess it would make sense to for for the Accelerons, I guess it would make sense to be a little bit more restrictive than the silencers. And the silencers, as of right now, have pretty restrictive scoring rules. There we go. That's better. So I'm thinking probably like no resets, maybe just like a full hardcore kind of run where they just have to play everything. And I don't know, I'll have to think about it and try and figure out a balance, because I could go in the one direction, which is like just like full hardcore tournament where there's one life, and if they wreck it all, their score stays 0 for the rest of the tournament. And I mean, that would make sense, because if you finish as an Acceleron, you like get that, like the rewards would be greater. Like once you enter the game as an Acceleron and then finish, you like get one of the cars, yes, but then you actually get one of the cars. And I'm gonna have to spend some time figuring out how I'm gonna like figure that out, because my goal with that is to like actually make diecast cars, like physical cars. So just having it be really challenging, I think, would be a good way to not have me just like sending these things out right and left. But I'm thinking after we model the car, then I just like 3D print it and mail it to somebody. I mean, ideally I'd like to, you know, put all the bells and whistles on there, but it may end up just being like a simpler 3D print. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Maybe not have it like be super restrictive as far as the score goes, but if you win and also with no fails, yeah, you get a physical car in the mail, or like an Acceleracharger, because I think I could probably do that. All I'd need is some varnish, and then the shading would take care of itself. Yeah, it would just be one winner, whoever scores highest. And with that, we have reached 405. Hope you're ready. As always, I'm not going to be scoring this round. So feel free to just wreck or pass or anything. It's just a warm-up round. Mess around if you want. If no one wins, well then no cars. I mean, that's less work for me. Yeah, I'm thinking probably gonna be like at least like a score threshold. Whoop! I almost lost it. I forgot I was competing for a hot second. I think nerves play a lot of it. Like play a big part. I am not seeing a lot of cars. Why do I always choose the hard way? Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make this. Whoo! That was close. That didn't even save me any time. Why did I do that? That's the hard part. That's the hardest part for me. The rest of this usually is pretty, whoop, straightforward. Ooh, one life. Sweaty palms. Sweaty palms, sweaty palms. Oh, there's a fly. There's a fly on my face, and I cannot pay any attention to it because I am doing more important things. Nice. Alright, time to thruster boost my way to victory. Ah! I don't think I'm gonna catch up at this point. Maybe. Nah, no way. I'm going to have to do something about that fly. That fly is gonna mess me up. Ooh, boy. Oh no! Did he beat me? He snuck in! I should not have thruster boosted into that. Alright, well, that's round one, and looks like it's just me and Kenobi finished. Looks like first round is going to be breaking point 1 out of 4, so that's pipeline. Alright, let's get started. Let's get started for real this time. Unless my game crashes, in which case let's not get started. Oh, nope, we're good. All right. I've already checked this. Oh, wait, is there a new? Oh, damn it, is there a new submission? Nope. Nope, no new submissions. Also, did he have a submission? Ha! You fear the doors. I fixed that in the newer versions of this. Do I have music turned off? Clearly I don't. There we go. All right. Am I safe all this month? No. So, red L. Nothing yet. Some closing doors over there. Oh my god. butterfly has too much energy and it is throwing me off. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Whatever, I'll deal with this later. Thunderblade, that's a car I don't see very often. Ah, the new Octanium. Rhombus doing as he promised, and driving Octanium. Alright, looks like Lieutenant Madrek finishing in first for the Teku. Followed by Hello There getting second. I think I got it. Are they supposed to be that slow? Well, it isn't on my newer maps. How many cars can fit in the garage without crashing the game? Oh, I don't know. I think I may have wounded it. Looks like Mr. Zano is taking a black reverb through the stars. JC just joined and left. I guess he saw what was going on and decided he wasn't interested. No cool hat today. Well, this is kind of a hat. Fun fact, this chicane, you can actually turn the windows glow down. Man, I love how that underside looks. Alright, Sebas Wilder reset. Counts as an EDR. Oh, and we've got Sweden with 15 points. Nick Elements taking Spectite. All those nice, neat tires. MC Splashdown finished, followed by Ezra. So that'd be a 12 and a 10. Both for Maniacs. 12, 10. They're nearing the end of the realm now. Most people who are participating are at the end at this point, including Mr. Zano, who managed to find his way through the stars back to, oh gosh, back to the outside, and is just gonna have an ordeal to get through. Oh, he's the last one too. Yikes. Well, so a few more scores for Teku. That is 8 points for Nick, or no, for Neocone. And then Kip Kai, that's 6. And that's it. Alright, next up, Skyrealm. The beta version removed cars and a 5th world known as Haunted Highway. Now that sounds fun. I always like the haunted themed stuff. Like, I don't know, car games, mini golf. Skip. How many skips? How many skips was that? Oh, that was way more than 5. All right, next level. I'm eating a protein bar. I didn't have a lot of time to cook before the session. Monument. Something tells me this will be a lot more popular. Not enough skips. Ah, beautiful. Man, look at everybody go. There's Red L disguising himself as an RD06, not fooling any of us watching, however. Closely followed by Rhombus. Side note: if you don't have a team affiliation in brackets in front of your name, then you just don't get scored. Looks like Silencers is taking the main route. There's Nero's trademark RD01. And General Kenobi using, I believe, just a different version of Shredster that I cannot see because it's named separately. Alright, Ezra using an unwinged version of Thunderblade. Oof. Looks like General Kenobi didn't get wrecked, but it seems like he had some kind of a if you're a silencer, then that doesn't count as a wreck, or at least not like a permanent death. You can still gain points. Looks like that fly is recovered. He's coming back to wreak his vengeance. Looks like we're getting some finishings. Oh yeah, that's what happened. He chose the wrong symbol. General Kenobi chose the wrong symbol, and that held him up. Seb Wilder seems to be having trouble. Oh, there's JC on the Silencers, which I think is a first. Using a beautiful cyan-colored Covelight. Rocket Boy for the Metal Maniacs. The brackets aren't in front like they're supposed to be, but they're there, so I'll take it. And earning himself some points here. So it's down to JC. I'll just go ahead and get a start on scoring. So Neokun scores first. Lieutenant Madrek scores second. Nick Elements scores third for Teku as well. And that's going to be, for him, it's going to be 15 points. MC Splashdown with 12. Again. Sweden with 10 points for the Acceleron team. And 8 for General Kenobi. Ezra on the Maniacs, getting 6. Oh, wow. Yikes. Crash. So Ezra's got 6, and then a few new people scored. Mr. Zano getting 4. Rhombus getting 2 on the silencers. Nero on the drones getting 1 point. And Rocket Boy on the Maniacs also getting 1 point. And that is everybody, I believe. Except for Kip Kai. Kip Kai, I do believe, wrecked. Same with Sebas Wilder. Alright. On to the Wind Realm. It was a valiant effort, JC. Valiant. I applaud you. You were in there until the very last moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Skip we shall. So that's junk instead of wind now. Breaking point 3 out of... Oh, damn. So it is. Before I forget, fuck you. You made cat an abbreviation. Let's see if Tyson gets it this time. One, 2, 3, and in we go. Just like that. I gotta look out for resets. Have a nice night and drink water. Hey Omega, says Tyson the Pikachu. Ah, look at that foliage. I need to go into Steam to change my name. Yeah. Yeah, ideally that's something that you do before the stream. I try and have people get it out of the way beforehand. Oh, whoa, not falling off that track somehow. Look at that. Neokun seems to be in the lead, which is appropriate, seeing as they have consistently held high scores in previous tournaments. Kip Kai, however, seems to have made an unfortunate detour. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Okay, that was a reset. So Kipkai, that's an E for EDR. Looks like Lieutenant Madrek is heading to the portal a little bit after a few others. If you spectate, you'll still be in the tourney, but it will count as an EDR. So you don't lose your points, but you do get a 0 for this round, and it counts towards like a limit. You can only do it up to 3 times before the 4th one resets your score. So you can save your score like a limited number of times. What's with the trees? Oh gosh. They're really leafy. On yours, the colors are regular? Probably because we're not using the same version. The Patreon version is recolorable, but the normal one is not. Ezra seems to have reached a dead end here. Oh, there's an Acceleracharger on the other end. It seems like they're going the wrong way. I'm gonna guess that that's Warped Realm. Yep, that just teleports them to the other side of the rock. Which is ironic, or just rather unfortunate, really, because as soon as they get to that Acceleracharger, they're just gonna be right back where they were beforehand. Red L is still trying to find their way through the ruins. What colored reverb is Patreon? Yeah. Oh, just having hard luck. Ezra, turn on tipped over self writing. And nope, yeah, you've got it on. Never mind. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and start scoring now. Neokun again with a top score of 25. MC Splashdown with 18. Rocket Boy wrecking. Lieutenant Madrek with 15. Still keeping up those consistently high scores. 12 for General Kenobi. 10 for Nick Elements. Sweden getting 8. Mr. Zano getting 6, but still placing. Rhombus getting 4. And everybody else either wrecking or we're down to 2. There's one Acceleracharger on this map, but it's a Warped Realm Acceleracharger. It allows you to go from one side of the map to the other. Red L finished. Oh. Ezra is just getting those nose stand points. Alright, so that counts as an EDR for Ezra. The first. Alright, next, Desert Realm. One skip, 2 skip, 3 skip, 4, 5 skip, 6 skip, 7 skip, and more. Speed of Silence, 2 out of 4. Which one will it be? Oh, wait a minute. There's only one! I forgot. Oh, silly me. Don't worry. Everything's under control. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Next up is the Cavern Realm. Ooh, wow. What a cascade. No, wait, this is Canyon. Wait a minute. I've got thrusters. Why am I not just... Is there music on this? Is there music on this? Because if there's not, what am I... Seems like ice geysers. There is no music on this. All right. Well. General Kenobi seems to be employing a very interesting strategy. Silence is bliss, yep. You sure that's not ignorance you're thinking? Tyson wrecked once again. Is the card version of the Cliffside Realm in the tournament? I don't think so. Anyways, no, this is fine. Alright. Ah, there's Spectite again. I just enjoy flipping through, spectating different players, and just looking at the pretty card designs. That's my favorite part. I like that part. The password's going to be in the Discord server in one of the team chats, but you had to have signed up sometime before the tournament in order to get access to it. Ah, look. Kipkai seems to have found the portal, although not faster than Sweden. Alright, time to start tallying scores. So Sweden is getting a grand total of 25 for first place. Kipkai the Fox getting an 18. Ezra getting a 15. Nick Elements getting a 12. Neokun getting a 10. MC Splashdown with an 8. Mr. Zano on Teku with a 6 again. Nira on Drones with a 4. Metal Maniacs, Rocket Boy with a 2. Rhombus on Silencers with a 1. And Red Owl with a 1 as well. Okay, Lieutenant Madrek ended up spectating, so that was an opt-out. And Sebas Wilder I don't see them in the leaderboard. I'm just going to write a 0. That should be everyone. Speed of silence 1 out of 4. That is Water Realm. One, 2, 3, 'Nope. Not enough votes. That isn't right. That's not how it should... I guess it's okay, but... Woo! I just barely survived that. I could have sworn I put a music trigger somewhere a little bit earlier. It's probably on the upward path. Card variants of a bunch of realms? I mean, yeah, I could. Hypothetically. There we go. There's the music. Let's use in the lead. Kipkai. A lot of people are skipping the hyperpod. I wonder why. I thought I fixed that. I should probably fix that though. That's not a big deal. That is a... I don't know. I like the side profile of that car. See if anybody's broken the surface yet. Oh, Cape Kai is just about to. And no finishes yet, although Rhombus has opted out. Ah, yes. I can't remember if I enabled wings for this. I didn't think I did. Must have messed something up. Yeah, I must have messed something up. Kip Kai is trying to shave some time off of General Kenobi. Doesn't quite manage. I don't know how wings got enabled. I must have just left them on. Oh well. One area of the surface has a force zone? Is that what enables it? Looks like JC is trying to get back on the track. Bam! Touching down. The flies back for more. Alright, 25 points for General Kenobi. Kip Kai gets 18, and Sweet Don gets 15. Neokun on Teku gets 12. MC Splashdown on Maniacs gets 10. Mr. Zano on Teku gets 8. Lieutenant Madrek gets 6. Ezra on Maniacs gets 4. JC on Silencers gets 2. Rocket Boy on the Maniacs gets 1. And Rhombus is spectating. Red L. Nick Elements and Red L. Red L getting 1 point. Nick Elements looking like he's gonna follow in his footsteps. 1 point as well. Looks like Seb Wilder is dropped out because I don't see his scores anymore. Alright, next is Swamp. Say Cupus. It's a weird way to say it. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that was... Ah. Almost. Almost. I was like 4. Get a certain amount of skips. That's not a bad idea. How about we limit it to 3? 3 skips. In that case, I think they've already used them. Omega Puss. Yep, that is officially what it is. No, wait. You know, I would if the mods worked. I haven't been able to get the mods to work. Haven't messed with it. It's going to take a couple of hours for me to set it up. I think the only anti-skip, Ezra, what's an EDR? The power of predictions? No idea what you're talking about. Yeah, technically it's possible, but not through the workshop. You have to set it up yourself. Ah, yes, good old cable car. General Kenobi cannot decide whether he's in 5th or 6th. That just sounds like voting. Oh boy. Tyson the Pikachu and Nero both stuck in the muck. You can sort of replace in-game music files. What you can do is you put MP3 files that have the same name as the map in the folder where the map is, and then they play automatically. Just like how I get the music that backgrounds composed for Inferno to play when we play Inferno, because that's not a part of the official soundtrack. I could do that. That'd be cool. I would have to get like remixed versions of the songs, because the ones that are ripped from the sound, like from the soundtrack, just sound kind of messy, really. They don't have all the levels like set up properly, and they're just kind of. You could tell that they're from the movie. You can like hear the sound effects in the background, and like character dialogue and stuff like that. So if I had like good like remixed files, Neokun, that is 25 for him, and then Kip Kai 18, and then Swedon 15. MC Splashdown, that is 12. Yeah. Most of the yeah, that's what I mean. Most of the detail work is removed. But if somebody went through like with a MIDI editor and recreated them, That'd be pretty cool. I should learn MIDI. Maybe I could do that. Just like MIDI elements or instruments. So it's down to Nero and Red L. Alright, Mr. Zano coming in right after General Kenobi, who came in right after MC Splashdown. 10 and an 8. Omewrecker, you two should be a tag team known as Team Omega Force. That'd be funny. JC, Wrecked, and Rocket Boy, Maniacs also wrecked. Okay, then everybody else spectator except for Red L and Nero. And it sounds like Nero's gonna get a wreck. And Red L is actually gonna get 6 points this round. And Rhombus. I'll just say opt out for these two. And that should do us. On to ice. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5, 6. Yep. All right. Unfortunately, if we were doing the skip limit, then I don't think the then I don't think this gets skipped. We're kind of running out of realms. We've got an hour left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 realms left. Let's see how everybody does. Yeah, you got the votes, but I mean, aren't we doing a limit? I guess I don't have to limit it. It's whatever anybody else wants to do. No limit, huh? Alright. Well, we've already started this, but I mean, I feel like if some maps are unpopular, we should like just remove them. As long as there's a version that other people prefer. What was it? Yeah, Lieutenant Madrek. He EDR'd his way out of this. There seems to be some controversy. Saw Launch Realm make it in these tournaments? Oh gosh, I mean, I can probably add it. Alright, let's see. Rhombus, opting, make elements, opting, Kenobi, opting. Creeper Shock, also opting. Better layout, huh? Alright. No. Not unless you're a drone. I don't think there's a penalty for opting. Full-length God videos. I mean, yeah, if that's what people would prefer to play, then sure. I'm not particularly attached to either version. We'll have to... We'll have to set up the... I don't know. Just see what people want to do after the tournament, because I can't edit things mid-event. So, if we're going to redo the roster, I guess we really only need one version of each realm, unless people want to keep both versions for whatever reason. Looks like Tyson is lost. It seems you are below... Alright, just keep going forward. You see Mr. Zano's ghost. You just want to follow the roads to your left. And just try and get back on the road up there. Yeah, over there, over that way. And then just try and follow the roads, they'll lead you out. You know, I could probably stand to redo a lot of this. Because this is old track layout. Maybe sometime. Okay. Unedited and uncut. I figured people probably would not prefer those. Unedited and uncut just sounds... You can't burn this map, it's frozen! Ah, ha ha ha! I'm aware that when I make maps, I'm not the best at track layouts. I'm definitely more of what you would call someone who focuses on visuals. I'd probably need a good bit of work in order to change that. Alright, let's go ahead and tally up some scores. Neokun coming in hot again with first place. Sweden getting second, 18. Kipkai with 15. MC Splashdown with 12. And Rocket Boy with 10, bringing him back up from his 0 score. Lieutenant Madrak in EDR. Sub Wilder again with 0. And I think that's everybody except for Ezra and Red L and JC. I'm not sure if JC is still participating though. Oh no, there he is. That's JC and Red L. Last two surviving members are apparently downloaded the Patreon reverb from the drive. Alright, looks like JC chose to opt out to save his score. Yeah. Yeah, that was on Taro's path. Alright. This is Storm. Probably another version that folks aren't going to want to... Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Alright. Well, that does reach 5. Although it seems like some people are less than pleased. With half the maps just getting skipped over. We'll have to revise that section of the tournament and figure out what we're doing here. This is the bad one. What you got, Ridley? Looks like Neokun, Kipkai, and Sweden are dropping down on the track below. Can opt out of the round with their scores, but the only way they can opt out is to get caught by a sweeper. Not bad. That would be somewhat difficult to enforce. Woo! Looks like Sweden aimed a little bit further ahead. Can I fix that skip? Nah. High risk, high reward. Doesn't shave a whole lot off, and it's easy to mess up. Hey, it's Kirito. That's fine. I mean, if they're playing the map by themselves, then that's one thing. But if they're playing it in a tournament, obviously they're just competing for the best time, which I understand. I'm not against skips. I mean... They have their purpose. It's funny. The Realms bug fixes channel is always just like flooded every time there's a tournament. Widen the road, but Hyperpod is so wide it is difficult to get by it. That's a decent point. Just go ahead and stack this stuff in the Realms bug fixes channel. Because I am not going to remember. I'm not going to remember, and I only work on these things every once in a while. I think there's definitely a balance that needs to be struck when it comes to making the realm difficult and making it like playable. Because there's a little bit of a difficulty curve that a lot of people just kind of. Yep. So this is an example of one of those cinematic hyperpods. So the player just gets transported into this box for the duration, and then as soon as the animation exits, they get taken off. Sebas Wilder's back. He's EDRing. I mean, if we're willing to like model more than one car, then I'm willing to name more than one winner. If we like need more slots, then we can just choose both the winner and the runner-up for car art. But really, there's just like the matter of, you know, do we focus on the one, or are we focusing on more than one? You know what I could do? I could take a Neokun. 25 again for Neokun. That is a winning streak, 3 firsts in a row. Sweden with 18 once again. MC Splashdown with 15. Mr. Zano with 12. Nero with 10. And that is everybody. A lot of spectators. Let's see. Kenobi. Spectating. Nick. Spectating. Kip Kai. That was a wreck, I think. Oh, well. I'm just gonna set up the rest of the spectators here. A Drek, that's also spectate. Kip Kai was not. That was a wreck or something. Red Lee, spectate. Rhombus, spectate. Ezra. And JC. I don't see JC in the scores. Just count that as a 0. Right, and then I'll just. Does anybody know if Kip Kai wrecked or if he EDR'd? Because I don't think I caught it. EDR, okay. And then Rocket Boy, I don't see. No, yep, I do. Was that a wreck or an EDR? And Ezra. Where? Ezra's a spectator as well. Okay. Next up, Cybergrid. The circuit board realm. Well, I can't do it mid-tournament. Alright. I guess we're skipping to tunnel. Man. I'm gonna have to update the rules after this so I don't have to, like, just kind of make shit up on the fly. Tournament is not already over. There's some old realms that are still good. I mean, if there's a better version, that's one thing. But if it's just old, then I mean that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, in my opinion. Oh, Sebas getting wrecked. Yeah. So if there's not a newer, better version of Tunnel, then why replace the old one? Oh, that is definitely a wreck. Wow, looks like a few have found the exit rather early. How about a counter skip option? Like if people protest, like if we get enough like no skips, then that just cancels it out. I like that section. The section where all the tunnels converge. It's very Hot Wheels. It's very fantasy racing. Like very arcadey. I mean that is for sure something you'd see. Calling something objectively terrible is like kind of a cheap way of criticizing it. I mean, I believe nothing is really like above criticism, because there's something wrong with everything. But I believe that in order for the criticism to be valid, it has to be very specific. It has to be something like, for example, the turns are at too sharp of an angle, or the track is too cluttered. You see, that's valid criticism, because that's actionable criticism. Whereas saying it's terrible and the track design is terrible, it's just like, well, I guess I'll try again and hope it's better. That's really the only thing you can do with that. Half the points you get in the next realm if you skip a realm. I mean, you could just opt out of a realm and not risk your points at all. So, like, you know, why bother with that? You see, I mean, I assume anybody who just says my map is terrible is just like joking. Like if they're serious about like criticism, then they'll give me something specific I can work with. Otherwise, I'll assume they're just talking shit, and nothing will get done. You know, I haven't really worked out the rules, so I'll just score your points for now, and then, you know, whatever happens, happens. I'll find a place for you on the leaderboard. Nice. Sudan's doing the whole thing. When there's a new version, you do it at the end of the tournament, and any maps will be voted compared to the old. I think that should be done in Discord. Because it seems like something that would take like more conversation. If something just gets replaced at the end of like a tournament, then, you know, it really is just dependent on who happens to be present at that specific time. All right. This seems to be a realm that people know rather well. So General Kenobi in first with 25 points. Seconded by MC Splashdown with 18. And then Sudan with 15. And then Neokun with 12. And then Nero with 10. Again. Nick Elements with 8. And Ezra with 6. Ezra with 6. Kip Kai with 4. Rhombus with 2. Lieutenant Madrek with 1. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And Mr. Zano also with 1. And that leaves Red L, who I believe spectated, so he opted out. And that's everybody. Neon Pipeline Realm, and this is Alex's version. So version number 2. And if the number of no skips exceeds the number of skips, then alright. Oh boy. I'm gonna need a better way to do these. I'm gonna need to set up some code votes. Cause this is so hard to process. One, two. Whoops. Shoot on wrecked. Oh. I did not build in functionality for skips. Into the portal they go. We're gonna figure out. Yeah. Alright, well, since we've done one pipeline already and it seems like there had been more votes to skip than to not, I'm just gonna go on ahead. Alright, one skip. Kenobi. Has to skip. That's 2. That's only 2 skips. 2 votes to skip, not enough. Not enough enthusiasm. Seems like people are just getting tired of maps getting skipped. We've only got 4 more slots. Alright, looks like JC wrecked. I don't think he placed last map. First place at wrecking. Your first place in the negative scoreboard. Woo! Lieutenant Madrek right through. I think he's getting second. General Kenobi scoring first, Madrek scoring second with 18. MC Splashdown scoring third with 15. Oh, wow. Keep Kai reset. Probably could use a new labyrinth. Or at least one with some patches. Can somebody ban him? And him. Alright, MC Splashdown. That was third. And then after Splash is Sudan with 12. And then 10 for Mr. Zano. And then 8 for Nero. And then Neokun managed to opt. Same with Rhombus. And Red L. Yeah, there's probably a better way to design this maze. Well, we could dedicate a weekend to just fixing things on the tournament. The problem, however, is that unless the tournaments are happening, people usually don't show up. People voice their opinions once a month and then do not show up for when things are getting repaired. Because last weekend, that's what I was doing. If there were issues with maps that people wanted to see fixed, then they could come and see that done. One person said, fix lava, so I did. And I don't know if it is still in the playlist because I neglected to keep the sprint tag on when I updated it. So after Nero, let's see, that's Ezra with 6 points. And then Nick with 4. And then Tyson with 2. Points. And then Peepers Rock with 1. Looks like it's That's up to rocket launching boy. Who is so close. Just so close. Just really close. And not quite there. Alright, next up is junk. Alright, let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Where's Seb Wilder? I don't know. Must have left. Kirito. In the map. Rhombus. Opting out of this one as well. Oof. Kirito ate it. Ezra also ate it. General Kenobi also ate it. Wow. Yikes. That's pretty rough. Nick Elements also opting out. Mr. Zeno opting out. Red L opting out. Oh boy. Sweeton's gonna have to try and get away. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Come on, Sweeton, I believe in you. Oh, he broke it! He broke free! Sweeton has saved himself! That magnet is hard to get away from. Whew. Man, he's really living on the edge here. I'm getting sweaty palms just watching him. Yeah, I'll look at a bunch of new versions of some new maps. I'll spend some time playing them and then I'll swap them out. Nobody joins any tournaments except for these ones, apparently. I don't know why. I don't have my shit together clearly, but people still show up. Yeah, that magnet is oh, I don't like it. That magnet fills me with a feeling of doom. Right, we got 3 more maps left. We'll have a culling. If the old maps are a nuisance, then we can deal with it. But as is, I think, normal, the changes are difficult to implement on the fly. It's not like I can just be like, okay, hold on, let me just whip out all these like mechanics, you know, while I'm running it. So it's really only effective for me to. Wow, Sweden made it. Neokun and Sweden. Sweden 18. Wow, not a single wreck. Scores on every single one of these maps. Kipkai going with 15. Wow, 3 more. Huh? Madrek used an EDR apparently. I'll take his word for that. A lot of DNFs, a lot of spectates. I'm just gonna chalk most of the DNFs. Madrek, yeah, Madrek EDR, I got that counted. Seb as well, there, I don't think is even in the map anymore. Nero, JC, Ezra, and okay, everybody else just spectated. Okay, that's a lot of spectates, opt-outs. And I think Tyson is still in. Just gonna give him a 0. Rocket Boy, I think, is still in. Same with MC. No, neither of them are in either. Gone. Alright. Sound Realm! Ooh! I don't think anybody ever likes skipping Pines maps. Those are consistently popular. Ooh, yeah. All right. That fly is going to get it as soon as the stream ends. He's beatboxing his way to the end of the round. That's funny. Sound is a dumb concept, but he managed to do it well. He managed to execute it well regardless. Like he's good at just like working on a concept. They hold up, they do. You know, it's funny because I think the rest of the people who play these tournaments are slowly beginning to see that the ones that don't account for a whole lot of distances, other abilities, aren't as fun to play. Ooh, Rhombus got wrecked! Yikes. Red L is spectating. Well, there kind of already is a tool like that. It's the Play Anywhere. Away with you. That is very unfortunate, Nero. That is a gigantic bummer. Oh yeah, he's making an elf farming game. Tower defense. Yeah, no, I heard about that. I don't know really anything about it. Just gas myself with raid bug spray. I don't have any bug spray. I don't know what happened. Neokun, once again, first place. It is looking good for Neo. And then General Kenobi coming back with 18. And Sweden with 15. Kipkai with 12. Madrek with 10. Splashdown with 8. And Nick with 6. Mr. Zano with 4. Ezra with 2. But still placing. Creeper's Rock with 1. I don't see... Oh, JC's got wrecked. And so has Rhombus. Rhombus, very unfortunate. And that's everybody. Yep. Next up, Micro Realm, and this is second to last. Am I planning to play Hot Wheels Unleashed? Yeah. I could probably stand to make some more videos on that stuff. How's Neo doing? Is he winning? Probably. You know what I could do? Did I actually? Oh, I think it just got skipped. Phew. It's doing that thing where it like takes a while. My bad. My bad, guys. Well, looks like we're playing Reactor. All right, Nick is pulling out. Oh, what's wrong with this map? This is not the last. This is the second to last, however, which is good because that gives us time for voting. Oh, Rhombus getting wrecked again. And Creeper's Rock is spectating. Oh, Sweetum got a DNF. Oh, he got wrecked. Yikes. And Nick Elements is also spectating. Sebas Wilder is back. And he reset. And he left. Whoa. MC Splashdown. Alright, looks like Kenobi is coming back with a hot 25 points. MC Splashdown getting 18 right behind him. Oof. Okay, so let's see. Rhombus also wrecked. Nero wrecked. JC wrecked. Okay, let's see. Everybody else spectated except for Neokun, who is coming in third with 15. Lieutenant Madrek 12. Mr. Zano with 10. Ezra with 8. And Red L spectating. And I think that does it for everybody. Kip Kai the Fox. Where are you, Kip Kai? You're not here. Kip Kai, I'm just gonna mark as a 0 because I don't see them on the leaderboard anywhere. Blizzard Realm, wrapping it up. Gosh, I don't know 100% like on the rules. Woo! Bam! Yes, thumbs up all the way. Sure, I mean, as long as you don't show up as a wreck, well, I guess if you're opting, then I'll take that. MC Splashdown is opting this last session, so I guess I'll ignore any leaderboard nonsense. Alright, Creeper's Rock is spectating. Really? I could use a program that just... Oh, nice. Ames is coming back to the tournaments. I knew you couldn't stay away. Alright. He's climbing the stairs. Wow. Eye of the Tiger plays. Meow. Love it. Oof. JC is finishing out with no score. Sebas Wilder, another wreck. Redemption. Oh yeah, Sweet On. Finishing out with a 25 score. Ooh, there we go. Just MC Splashdown and Red L left. Alright, so after Suidan comes Neokun with 18 points. General Kenobi with 15. Lieutenant Madrek with 12. And Ezra with 10. As well as Rhombus with 8. Nero with 6. And everybody else either DNF or spectating. Mr. Zano EDR'd. I'll take it. Nick also opted out. Kip Kai. I don't see Kip Kai, so I'm just gonna give them a 0. You were so close, Sweeton. So close. So close. All right, MC Splashdown. Go ahead and just spectate. And Nero. After Nero, that gives Red L a 4. So not bad finishing it off. Okay. And that is it. That's a wrap, people. Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and set up reverse tag. And y'all can go ahead and do that. I am just going to go ahead and be right back. And then we're going to do voting after I finish scoring. BRB. And so I'm back from outer space. Just gonna pop this like up here and finish my tally. I'll finish my tally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. Nice. All right. So that's that. All right, that's that, I guess. So the scoring sheet. All right, let's bring this down. Let's just score real quick. And then let's bring this down. So let's start off with the easiest. Bam. That's it. That is it for drones. All right, and then secondly, the second least amount of players. Let's go ahead and do silencers. Text. Silencers. So first on silencers would be Red Owl, who has experience working with the silencers rule set. Rule set. There are only 3 placements. And it is no surprise that drones placed last. Silencers placed second to last, or third, as I like to call it. And let's see. Then we are at Maniacs. So first in the Maniacs is let's see, Splashdown. I'll just put MC Splash because that fits better. Second is Ezra. And third is Tyson the Pikachu. That is it. I'll abbreviate this a little bit. And the overall placement is second place. And I suppose it should surprise nobody, since the Teku are a majority of let's see. first is Lieutenant Madrek. Second, actually no, that's just, I'm going by alphabetical. First is Neokun. Sorry if you got excited there. Second is Lieutenant Madrek. Third is Kai Fox. Fourth, because there is a fourth, with 69 points, nice, is Mr. Zano. Fifth, because we've also got a fifth, is Nick Elements. And you can guess, Taku overall placed first. All right, now for the global list. So who placed first globally? Well, looking at the scoreboard here with 250 points, Neokun comes in first. Seconded by MC Splash. Third is Lieutenant Madrek, and fourth is Kip Kai Fox. However, we have a few other notable submissions this time. Kenobi and Suidan. Normally I don't go this far, but seeing as they are actually, I'm not going to put placements on here. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Global list colors. So I'm just going to go and take some orange here. And I'm just going to fill that in. And then delete that. And then let's put a morphology. Put it in reverse. And then I'm going to do a pro gamer move, merge these down, and then just move these to the side a bit. And then I'm just going to grab this and slap it in here. And then I'm just going to adjust the hue of this. It's a little bit more orange. Yep. There we go. And that is the leaderboard, everybody. All right, now that's the Acceleron symbol. I'm just going to go ahead and post the poll in the chat. And let's go ahead and look at some Acceleracers card art here. So, this first submission we have by Adventure Shock 24. And let me see if I can find some context for it. So, we don't see a name. There doesn't appear to be a name for this, not that I can make out. The quality is a little bit difficult, but it seems to be kind of similar to like a Diora 2. There's just kind of a pole in the front, some headlights, and some kind of more jagged corners in the back. And it's a kind of classic four-wheel design. So that's submission number 1. Submission number 2 by Beasts and Colt is not something I can open in regular photo viewer. just go ahead and there we go. I don't think this has a name either. This is a kind of a side profile. This is all we got of the car. We just see some lines, and I believe this is the front-facing portion. And that is Beast and Colt's submission. And then we've got Joy Convoy. Now this one is a little bit interesting. There are some ratings and stats which aren't really pertinent to the car's design. However, we do see a small wind tunnel here underneath at the front that I guess it's kind of got a little bit of a pocket. And then some lines to indicate aerodynamics, I think. And so while you're looking at these, just go ahead and click the poll that I posted in the description or in the comments to vote for which one you like best. But keep in mind, there are more. There are more coming. And this is also Joy Convoy. This is just another perspective here. Now this is Car's design. Here we see a side profile, a front and back, and then a perspective shot right here. I don't know if that had a name. Nope, it's just labeled as concept. I shared the results. Whoops, not the poll itself. All right, let me just grab that poll. There it is. There's the poll. That's the link you're going to want to use. All right, and after that, it is Kipkai with help from Neokun here, apparently. There's a dedicated spot for an Acceleron logo, and it looks like the nose is very, very sharp. Some headlights, some rear lights, they both kind of stick out. This car just kind of reminds me of a drill. It definitely looks a lot more aerodynamic than some of the other boxier designs. With sus over here in the corner. And color palettes for both the tires and car body that we can apply at our leisure. See ya, Ezra. Then we've got MC Splashdown's design. So there's some suggestions about the color here, what can be done with the color. Some comments about that here. And some lore, as well as suggested wing designs and suggested tire designs. So the tires are supposed to be detached from the body here, and the main body just kind of levitates adjacent to them. And so that is MC Splashdown's design. Now we're getting to the interesting ones. These are sorted alphabetically, and the two that really pique my interest are towards the end. So there is a stat diagram here that apparently ranks itself within the three prompts or the three words here. So this is Validium is the name of the car. We get a front, back, top profile, side profile, and perspective shot, though no undercarriage profile. So I guess we've got kind of free license as far as that goes. Street Slicer is in the submissions. We haven't gotten to R yet. They are named with they are named as the submissions. So this is Mouse. This is Mouse's design. I suppose I should put that where people can see it. I did not think this through. Yeah, all the comments are covering this. And you see a signature, a date, and some stats here. And then we've got the first of Mr. Zano's submissions. This is car design either number 1 or 2. I went through backwards. This is probably car design 2. And then we've got car design 1. So those are both Mr. Zano's designs. In the first one, you can see a small man riding a unicycle. And in the second one, you can see a car with legs. It's got this is either like some sort of like the top of an engine or a spoiler, and a very kind of sharp-nosed front end. And then this is Newt's submission. All we get is a side profile made out of some splines. And it reminds me very much of Cloak and Dagger. A lot open to interpretation. Yeah, or Wild Thing. Alright, and this is Nick Elleman's car, and he gave us a paragraph. He said his original intent was to make it flat to the point the wheels could reach both sides, following the interpretation of a shallow river. And he said that he thinks it'd be a nice addition because of the color scheme, making it mainly blue. And that orange is also appropriate if we wanted it to represent leaves. And rather simple, another side profile similar to what Newt submitted. And it's got a name, Riverbend. All right, next is Red Lee's design. So this is Street Slicer. It doesn't really follow the prompt all that well, but it is an interesting design. Evidently, it's supposed to be a cockpit on one side, engine on the other, 2 headlights, and a wheel of power with like some sort of a centrifuge. And Street Slicer is the name of it. Red L's design. And last, but certainly not least, we have Samuel Pierce's car design. This is also one that I like very much just because I'm biased and I do a lot of modeling. And if we are going to be modeling these cars, which the winning car will be modeled, then these profile shots are going to be a tremendous help. This is Quantanium 2.0, and Samuel Pierce, I think, actually also wrote some. There's a little bit of a lore dump he wrote with it. Let me go ahead and see if I can find it. Quantanium 2.0. Ah, yes. There was some lore to it. I can't find it though. Something about it using a bunch of quantum computers. And it was originally meant to be a Silencer's car. Most of the flowing design comes from the aerodynamic curves on the car body, but there is an undercarriage profile, a side profile, and a front and back. And you can see a little bit of what's going on here with the color of the car. Yes, all these are in Discord. And next month we're doing a map competition, I believe, as this gets modeled. And that, I think, brings us to the end. So I'm just going to go through things again. Adventure Shock 24's design, Beast and Colt's design, Joy-Con Boy's design, Cars design, Kip Kai's design, MC Splashdown's design, Mouse's design, Mr. Zano's designs, Newt's design, Nick Elleman's design, Red L's design, and Samuel Pierce's design. Okay, so I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. Go ahead and vote for whichever one you like the best. The link? Yeah, sure. Let me just grab that. There's the link. Just go ahead and follow that and it will take you to the poll. And whichever pulls ahead by the most votes is going to be the one that is going to be modeled and included in the Acceleron roster for next month's tournament's prize. And I'm going to be doing that all this month. Just give it 2 more minutes here. So about, let's give it 1 more. Let's do, so about 1 minute remaining. I don't know. Depending on how many people we have to model, I wouldn't be against accepting multiple designs, but I really don't want to take on more work than we can finish. So that's my main concern. Yeah, if we've got more people modeling, then I think we could probably get like multiple cars, like the winner and a runner-up modeled and then imported. And time is up. All right, who's ready to see the results? Mouse's design is victorious with a pretty wide margin. Mouse's design of Validium. Very strong inspirations to Twin Mill 3, the electric twin mill. Yes, there will be more Acceleron art submissions. There's either going to be another one for next month, or we're going to be doing a map making contest. I don't know, depending. So Mouse is the winner. So this is the design you can expect to see for next tournament, as next tournament's prize. So if you want to win Validium and be added to the Acceleron roster, then make sure to participate in next month's tournament, because the person who places first is going to be given an exclusive variation of this car. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't quite worked out everything yet, but this car is getting modeled and put into the game. All right, thanks everybody for showing up. I'll go ahead and post the tournament results on YouTube and on Discord, and I will put I'll just go ahead and share the Validium artwork, and then everybody will know what to expect. Samuel Pierce coming in second with 3 votes. Kip Kai trailing close behind. Mr. Zano getting a lot of votes as well. All right. Well, that's it. That's all. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next week.